All right, welcome back. Whitlock and Wiley, joined now by Fox NBA analyst Jim Jackson. Time now for Darnell's question of the day.
What it do?
Darnell, take it away.
Yeah, let's move to Team USA basketball. We've had a lot of trouble putting together a roster for this year's World Cup, and it showed this weekend. The team lost to Australia, snapping their 78-game international win streak. They bounced back today, though, with a win over Canada. Well, I want to ask you guys, should we be concerned about Team USA heading into the World Cup?
Yeah, I think they're going to lose.
Whoa.
And, yeah, I think this Australia thing is a warning sign. And look, and that's not me blaming anybody or anything, but I just think they have a very tough chore with a team that's not overly talented. And because it's not the Olympics, I just think the urgency and the emphasis and the focus won't be there, and they're going to get caught slipping.
Look, they may get caught slipping by this Australian team that Popovich even thought, hey, man, they could win this tournament easily. But they still played them just a few days before and beat them by 16. So don't forget this, right? And, I mean, respectfully, this is our JV team, as you talked about the Olympics. So I think they're not in trouble. This is a situation where we know we didn't put out our best talent, but still, we are talented enough to win this. But there are other teams like Australia that have pros on it. Aaron Baines, Joe Ingles, Della Vadova, Patty Mills. It's an NBA squad that has chemistry together. So let's not act like we can mail it in, but I still think that we can win.
I think they'll struggle. I still pick them to be the favorites. They'll struggle at times because a continuity issue is here. Plus, they don't have players outside of Kemba in key situations that just go get it. You know, into the shot clock. You just really want to put it in the hands of James Harden, Kevin Durant. I think the bigger picture, though, and you touched on this about the Olympics. A big reason why a lot of these guys didn't want to play, Big Nine players, is not the Olympics. It's FIBA, it's the World Championship. That's not the same stage.
Right.
Also, these games are later in the year. So they finish up in September, not giving you enough time to play, to get your body ready for camp, whereas the Olympics is over in August. So now you have a rest period before you go into training camp, which makes it a lot more easier for the big name players to justify starting in July and ending in August.
Yeah, they split with Australia. They beat number 2 Spain, and this is just the warm-up tour of it. So I don't think they're in trouble. They're still the favorites, so we just got to ride it.
All right, guys. Yeah, I want to move on to another team with some roster problems. My Lakers. Don't laugh, Marcellus.
Mustard on our beat, bro.
After losing Boogie Cousins for the year, the Lakers signed Dwight Howard to help out his center, with the former Laker convincing the team that he had hit rock bottom and changed his ways on and off the court. Do you guys think Dwight will last the whole season?
I do. I do. And I'm going to tell you why.
Hope so.
I think it's Carmelo Anthony. I think Carmelo being out of the league will shake up a guy like Dwight. Like, this could be over, and it could be over before I want it to be. And so if I don't come in here and rebound and block shots and try to do anything besides that, and they give up on me and do a 10-day deal like they did with Carmelo, there may be no coming back. You're just written off. And so I think he's going to come in, rebound and block shots, which is the way, again, he's doing this at the end of his career. Should have played this way his entire career.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Look, Carmelo gives you perspective because you realize they out here sniping bona fide Hall of Famers. So if they going to get him, what they could do to me. And I think this is, not only is he going to survive, here to tell y'all, he's going to thrive in this situation. This is a dude who was walking around hurt 17-12, 17-13. And that's against starters, injured. Now, you put him against the second team, Dwight Howard, who's humbled and focused. Dude's going to eat off of these kids out there. And I think his mindset's in the right place. He just has to go out there and let his game speak because if he lets his reputation precede him, a lot of people are not going to believe in him until they see it on the court.
My answer is yes, he survives. And there are a number of different factors, I think, of why he gets through this season. One, I think it's LeBron James and the different dynamics of the Lakers. Now, you can't compare last time when he was here with Kobe because he still felt he was the guy and Kobe was on his way out. So that, you can't compare those two. Secondly, Marcellus, I heard you talking about this with Andrew Luck and going through the injuries and trying to figure out who you were going to be as a player.
Yeah.
Until you look at yourself in the mirror, and realize that you're not the same guy and you come to that admission, then you're always going to struggle with identity because you're still trying to be who you thought you were going to be.
Right.
No matter what people say, no matter how much your game has derailed a little bit, come off track, you still don't believe it. Until you come to that realization, and maybe what's happened with Dwight Howard through the years, especially in Washington, and now, getting bought out by Memphis and having the back end where you have a non-guaranteed contract. You're talking about a guy that was potentially talked about being a shoo-in for the Hall of Fame. All of these things happen. So now you've come to this point. He said it in the past, I know, in regards to him changing, but it feels different this time.
Yeah.
Well, to me, Carmelo makes it feel different because he's watched the entire league say thanks but no thanks to an all-time great player. The thing that does worry me, though, is even though his contract's non-guaranteed, man, Dwight Howard's made like 200 and some odd million in the NBA. And anytime your bank account is that full, you can snap at any moment. That's what they call it, FU money or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's got it in spades. And so if LeBron James goes passive-aggressive on him over social media or anything like that, it could trigger Dwight Howard.
Man, two levels here. One, the production of Dwight Howard. Why I say he's going to eat on the court against backups. The dude had a 30-30 game last year. Like, let's not forget who Dwight Howard can be. Two, let's talk about the psychology, which you just talked about, the bank account, how that influences your behavior. I was with some NBA dudes yesterday. I'm not going to say their names because this story is about Dwight, and this, what they said, is an interesting point. I want to hear your pushback, Jimmy. They said don't belittle the fact that he was with Kobe and that went south, that it can't go south again because LeBron is as demanding as Kobe is in terms of, hey, man, be a professional. Kobe does it with a different energy, with a different expression. But they say LeBron's still looking at you like show up or else. So I wonder, do you think that's going to come into play? You think this is different because Kobe's gone. But in reality, he just walked into the same situation.
Well, LeBron,
with an aging star. It's almost over.
Well, LeBron is tough to play with in terms of what he expects from you and everything that comes with it, okay? But I think with Dwight Howard now, I want to say he's learned. I really do want to say that. And I want to say he's mature. But it's not easy playing with a superstar, a guy like LeBron. I don't care who it is. I don't care if you're the 16th man. He ain't got 16 players coming off the bench. You see what I'm saying? It's extremely hard to live up to his expectations. But if he wants, and that's Dwight Howard, if he wants to salvage anything from his career, now is the time that he can do it because he's in LA. He's going to be in the spotlight. He's only going to be playing 18 to 20 minutes, okay? So now you're able to come in and add so much more value. And now you're going to be perceived differently, especially if this Lakers team is successful by the role you play.
Never come off the bench in his entire life and now got $200 million in the new world. All
right, coming up.
Tough to see.
Colts fans took a ton of heat for booing Andrew Luck this weekend. But I'll tell you what was really behind the boos and why I don't have a problem with it. Next.